This is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere, and it is time to return to the Testament of Sherlok Holmes. Now, let's see, where did we leave off? Oh, yes. We were in the midst of getting the Reverend's help. And, this way? Yes, we'll load this. We now have to find 7 sticks placed around. Oh! Oh, look at this. 3 of the very sticks we need. Alright. Says they're hidden. Oh, that was clever. Hide it in the bed. Can't come in. Okay. Alright, so there's... Oh, there's a stick in the plant. Alrighty. And there too.
You have won.
Evidently, as I always do. What are you able to tell us about the Bishop of Knightsbridge's last days? Did anyone come to visit him? Did he seem worried, anxious? Do not omit the smallest detail.
His nephew came to see him yesterday at His Excellency's request. I found this visit a little peculiar because the young man rarely visits his uncle.
Oh.
Do you know why that might be? Were they on bad terms?
I don't think so. It's rather a consequence of his work. The young man is employed within the archive section of the Royal Library, which doesn't leave him with a lot of free time.
Do you know the reason for his summons?
No, but the conversation was very heated. It only lasted for a few minutes and ended with the nephew in a terrible rage.
Interesting.
I've answered your questions. Will you now let me contact the authorities?
I'm afraid not, Reverend. Not just yet. All right, now we can open the safe.
Okay. Okay. Aha! This is a knight's. This is a Queen's Dilemma puzzle. If you're unfamiliar with the Queen's Dilemma, it is a game in which you must place 8 queens on a chessboard. But they cannot attack one another. It is usually solved with a little bit of not really brute force. Let's see, you can go there. That's good. Nope. Let's see. So let's see. That can't go there, 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 or there. We can put here 5. Okay, 4 can. Well, we ruled. Let's put 4 back there. No, let's put it over there. Let's see. That's not in line with any of those. Okay. So let's see. 5. So far, so good. 6. Okay. Up.
Now I can open the chest.
Yeah, that was actually rather simple.
Here we are. I am eager to discover what remarkable treasure justifies such an act of barbarity.
Extraordinary.
And
Chest is impenetrable. How is it possible? No one other than the bishop should be able to open it.
You open the chest with disconcerting ease, Holmes.
I've
seen
her quite enough. This time he won't stop me.
go ahead.
But why? Run, Watson. Hurry. He's escaped. I hope that your motivations are found, Holmes. I don't much like skirting around the edges of the law like this.
It is annoying. Let's leave without delay.
What have you found in the chest, Holmes? What in there is so precious for these men to commit such terrible acts?
The Reverend was telling the truth. Nothing important was locked inside the chest, apart from the villages items which are hardly worth stealing.
So, we have made any headway. Perhaps the police will.
By the time the police arrive, we shall be away from Watson. We are leaving.
So let's get to the Diocese of Britain. Knightsbridge, we're heading to. Alright.
We have crossed London at a breakneck speed. We could have knocked someone over. And naturally, I had to pay the cabbie out of my own pocket.
Watson, stop complaining. We have to analyze the clues found at the bishop's house.
Ah, and we have an autosave. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna analyze the clues we have, which is the finger, the rock, this, and this. Okay. Okay. Select this.
I have cut a small piece off the rope. That should be enough.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Pincers, okay.
A lot of fragments of black stone are wedged into this rope. Their color seems unnatural, but they are too small for me to examine them. Black and damp earth. This rope is only worn on one side.
Okay. So we found that out.
This fragment of stone is very smooth, and it seems to be of a peculiar quality. I shall have to strip it with one of my products.
Yes.
This stone appears to be...
Oh, missed something there. Alright. So let's use the scalpel on the stone.
This stone is granite, covered in black paint. The fragments found in the rope and this piece of granite come from the same place.
Oh my! Nice.
There is something written on this scalpel. I should clean it.
So let's use the water on the scalpel. Oh. Quick! Quick!
I can't do...
Alright. Alright, let's use
I can make out WCCH. What do the initials stand for? How many hospitals are there in the Whitechapel area, Watson?
If we count public dispensaries, enough to keep us busy for an entire month. Did this scalpel come from a hospital?
Yes, as the initials WCCH engraved upon it show us. We must think on how best to deal with this. We do not have the time to investigate every hospital in Whitechapel.
Yeah. Interesting, okay. Alright, okay. And the finger. Okay.
Black and damp earth under the nail. Interesting.
Oh.
I must compare the samples of earth that I found.
Yes.
Tooth marks, rather deep ones. I'd say of incisors and a canine. Fragments of skin, a phalanx. This finger wasn't cut off, it was ripped off.
My goodness.
Bite marks on this severed finger. I am afraid of the significance.
The thieves didn't get what they wanted. When they were faced with the bishop's refusal to cooperate, one of the gang shook his finger at him to indicate that he was responsible for his unfortunate state.
And the poor man, whose head was the only part of him not bound by ropes, bit the finger violently enough to sever it. An uncommonly savage act.
Watson, I am certain that when we have explained the reasons behind this sudden bestiality, we will have revealed a larger part of the mystery.
Yes. Okay. So now...
I must compare the samples of earth that I found.
Yes.
And if I mixed this earth with another substance...
Okay.
Now it must all be stirred.
Okay. We need something small to do it with. Oh.
The samples of earth taken from beneath the fingernail and from the ropes originate from the same place.
How do you know?
It took just a little water to analyze the consistency. The soil has retained its moisture, even though there hasn't been rain in London for over a week.
This soil could come from the bank of a river, or somewhere where the evaporation is slower. A mine, perhaps, or a trench.
The banks of the Thames are clay soil, unlike our samples, so we can rule that out. The nearest mines are 12 miles away, so I would rule that out also. I would therefore conclude your last theory to be nearer the mark.
Wow.
Trench?
Yeah.
A pit. Watson, bring me your register of the London hospitals.
Studying the scalpel has given you an idea, then?
Indeed.
I'll get it.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh. What do we got here? The Daily Report. The Sherlock Holmes affair. Oh, God. Marquis' fake necklace. At the moment writing these lines, the famous Samoan necklace belonging to the Marquis of Cunningham has still not been recovered. Our editorial staff remains reserved as to the role that the famous detective Sherlock Holmes has played in the affair. For this is not the first time that Mr. Holmes has compromised himself during the course of one of his so-called investigations. When recalled the second stain case, the affair is indeed strangely similar to the Marquis of Cunningham's necklace misfortune. Indeed, Mr. Trelawney Hope, Secretary of the State for European Affairs, had a document of extreme value in his safe box, which had been stolen a few days earlier. Who, if not Sherlock Holmes, could have replaced the document in Mr. Hope's safe? Was the point of the trick. Evident that Sherlock Holmes knew the identity of the person blackmailing the gentleman's wife, Lady Hilda Trelawney Hope, guilty of a love affair with another man. The sinister blackmailer, a certain Lucas, had a letter that revealed Lady Trelawney Hope's double life. He wanted the Secretary of State's wife to give him the precious document belonging to her husband in exchange for the love letter. She obeyed him. But then Lucas was found murdered, and Mr. Holmes managed to find the compromising letter without any difficulty on the crime scene after it had been meticulously searched by the police. Does this not strike you as strange? Mr. Holmes knew where the hiding place was without any doubt. As to the motive for the murder, no need to ask who might profit from the crime, eradicate a cumbersome accomplice, and thus appear as a hero in the eyes of the authority. Oh God, that Farley fellow is not nice. Evidently, the transcription of the affair undertaken by Mr. Holmes's friend, Dr. Watson, gives our explanation entirely, but is he truly objective? We may allow ourselves a little doubt on that score. Yeah.
Read the paper, Holmes.
Okay, let's see.
Female anatomy. I should put this book somewhere else. Hospitals and dispensaries in London. I have found my book, Holmes.
Good. Put it on the work table, will you?
I just want to see. Button.
General practitioner? That won't be of any use to me.
On the work table.
I have found my book, Holmes.
Good. Put it on the work table, will you?
Here is the section showing Whitechapel. I made several notations on these pages during our investigation into the Ripper, which might prove useful. All we need to do is to find a hospital or a public dispensary near a location where pits have been dug and black granite has been used.
It's simplicity itself. I haven't finished my analysis.
Okay.
I haven't finished my analysis.
I have to get used to... No. Cancel.
I need something.
Oh, yeah, the broken flask. To analyze the evidence, add liquid from the test tubes. Use all the active... Okay. Alrighty, so... Okay. 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 I have saw that. Set to close or reset. Okay. Alright, so this is the brown. Two green, 1 and 1. Aggressiveness, degeneration of skin tissue, muscular stimulant. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, blue. 3 and 2. Look at that. I'm getting these numbers right. 3, 2. Two green, one blue. Interesting. Three green, three of those.
Poison, and apparently very virulent.
Oh my goodness. A substance that provokes a heightened aggression close to madness, death by cardiac arrest. Oh my god. Expert chem. Oh my god.
Poison. Discreet, efficient, and only detectable via a thorough post-mortem.
Have you been able to isolate the active components, Holmes?
Not with any certainty. This toxic substance surpasses my own knowledge in the field. It is without doubt the work of an expert chemist.
Oh my god.
A chemist and a criminal.
As you say, please find my monograph on poisoners of the last 30 years.
Okay. Let's see. What we got here? File N452, Hans Schleilmann, aka the Rat Killer. Oh my goodness. Life in prison. I'm guilty of the following charge: poisoning, attempted poisoning. Wow. Damn. Expelled, he was not heard again for 4 years. Wow. Captured. Where'd Holmes go? Oh, I was so close to him.
The work table, where Holmes analyzes things.
Yes.
According to these documents, Hans Schleilmann, known as the Rat Killer, was considered the greatest specialist in chemical poison in the world.
Is he at liberty?
Happily, no. He has been held in the high-security wing of London's Westgate prison for many years now.
Then he cannot be the one who concocted the poison.
Don't dismiss him too quickly, Watson. According to Scotland Yard, the man is exceptionally intelligent. For the greatest criminals, prison is but a mere obstacle. Let's plan a little visit to see Mr. Schleilmann tomorrow. I haven't finished my analysis.
All right, now it's time to do our analysis. Make the right deductions based on the facts you have. Alrighty.
I haven't finished my analysis.
No, you're right. And now let's get the right analysis. So let's, no. Here we go. Deduction Knightsbridge. Alright. Now we have all this. Okay. Bishop. Bishop gnawed at himself. Finger. The bishop tore his aggressor's finger off with his teeth. Could be. I don't think so. Flask. The broken flask has some blood on it. poison that causes madness. And madness? Bishop went mad, so they all add up.
Perfect.
Yep.
Well done, Watson. Our board is finished. It confirms that the bishop's murderers work for one person, who, amongst other things, possesses a very sophisticated poison. They therefore act for someone more educated than themselves.
Okay. Now, let's look at these. The rope was worn on only one side. Rope had always used from the same side. From a pit. Stone. Not yet. I'm not right. No. From a pit. I think it's from a pit. So all I gotta do is figure out the right combination here. See, that makes more sense. No. Okay, I am drawing some blanks here. Rope is only worn on one side. What's the answer? There's got to be an answer here. What is it? I'm struggling with this one. I mean, I can put together certain items. What is it? I'm missing something, or I'm putting things together in the wrong way. Okay. Monument painted black. Makes sense. Monument. From a grave.
Now I can make the right decision.
Okay, that was it. Alrighty, and that solves that one. And then I think, okay. Dispensary 4661 near the cemetery. Chapel Cemetery. Because that's memorial, tombstone factory, warehouses, granite quarry, repair site, but cemetery.
The public dispensary number 4661. It's just opposite the Whitechapel Street Cemetery.
Yes, the murderer with his missing finger must work in the cemetery, or at least visit it. He could have taken a rope, one of the type they use to lower the coffins in graves. The granite is minute particles of tombstone.
And he only had to cross the road to steal a scalpel from the dispensary opposite.
You remember Wiggins and his gang, the Baker Street irregulars?
Yes, the street urchins, whom you employ upon occasion, and Wiggins is their leader.
Yes. Well, I have hired their services again. I have instructed them to find out the address of the bishop's nephew.
I think he's here.
Yeah, Wiggins good like that.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, my young friend, have you found the information for which the good Dr. Watson is going to pay you?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, it was easy.
Very well, I understand. Here are a few pennies.
Thanks, Dr. Watson. The man you're looking for lives near Kensington.
Does he live alone?
Yes, but he rents a room for an old lady.
Did she see you?
No, Mr. Holmes. No one saw me.
Perfect. Watson, give our young friend another shilling as a reward for his discretion.
Here we go again. But of course.
All right.
I'm falling asleep, Holmes. Aren't you tired?
No, I have an exceptional constitution. I can't remember ever having been fatigued by work. Idleness, on the other hand, exhausts me completely. Go to bed, Watson. The night will be short. We leave at dawn.
Wow, this is a real adventure. It's exciting. I like it better than made-up stories. I want to know what happens next. Keep reading. I'm going to.
Oh, I want to listen to.
My readers must excuse me if I do not describe in full detail here the terrible images which haunted me that night.
I had a sense that something extraordinary would take place, but I was scarcely prepared for the reality of it.
Next day at dawn.
Good morning, Holmes. Did you get any rest?
I did not attempt to sleep.
Have you managed to come to any conclusions?
I think that we might follow 3 trails. We can visit Whitechapel to try to discover the identity of the murderers by making inquiries at Dispensary 4661 and at the Whitechapel Street Cemetery.
The poison trail seems more important to me. We should perhaps go to Westgate Prison first to see Hans Shield.
Yes, and let us not forget the bishop's irascible nephew, whose address we now have, thanks to my Baker Street irregulars. I have located each place on our map of London.
Holmes, let me remind you that we still have not been officially instructed to investigate this affair.
Ah, well, we will just have to hide that small detail.
And at this point, we're going to save the game and continue it next time. As always, this is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere, inviting you to subscribe to the channel, especially if you enjoy these Sherlock Holmes mysteries. I'm working my way through the whole Sherlock Holmes series in a chronological order. At the time of this recording, Chapter 1 has not yet come out, and once that comes out, I will tackle that, because that is technically the first in the chronology. But check out the others that are previous to the Testament of Sherlok Holmes. That includes Sherlock Holmes vs. Jack the Ripper, which has been referenced, Sherlock Holmes the Awakened, Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments, Sherlock Holmes Nemesis, versus Arsene Lupin, which also has been referenced, and Sherlock Holmes Secret of the Silver Earring. I'm also working through other games and series. I'm working my way through Aliens vs. Predator, the 2010 release, and I believe I'm at near the end of that. I'm working my way through Portal, and I think I'm also at the end of the first game. I'm working my way through The Witness, working my way through the Zork franchise in a chronological order. I'm currently on Zork 1, which, given how much room those games were on when they first came out, I'm probably going to get through some of those relatively quickly. I'm also working my way through Gibbous, a Cthulhu Adventure. I may be coming close to the end on that one. I'm working my way through the through the Monkey Island franchise, currently on Tales of Monkey Island, about to start Chapter 5, which is the last chapter in the last game. And I'm also working my way through Call of Cthulhu, the 2018 release. Also up on the channel, I do runs through Monstrum and Monstrum 2. Monstrum 2 runs pop up every Thursday morning. I am working my way through another game on a Wednesday morning. I am reading through Prose, which premieres on a Tuesday morning. And every Saturday morning, I have a retrospective go up for a game I beat. Until next time, take care all. Bye.